Station the Nation FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia.
Monday morning. Oh, yes. This is the TBS, the Truth Breakfast Show. 96 for 1. Encyclopedia, 96 for 9. And Bond, 96 for 1. Monserrato County. And this is the TBS, the Truth Breakfast Show. Coming to you live on Painesville, Duper Road, outside Monroe there. Your Monday morning, your thoughts. Sets the agenda for the entire week. Wake up. No food for lizard, man. Only a mind man goes to bed when his room is on fire. Yes, we'd like to say good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Covering the 15 counties in the land and breadth of the Republic of Liberia. This is the TBS. Whenever you make a mistake or get knocked down by life, don't look back. It is too long, man. When you fall in shots, when you fall, get up. When you lose, don't give up, keep trying. Mistakes are life way of teaching. Oh yeah, mistake teaches you a lesson. Your capacity for occasional blunders is inspired for you to reach your goal. This is the TBS. Shake off your bundles. You know your limits. Never quit. Keep turning on. Don't give up. Bobby Allison with our morning motivation this morning. Good morning, folks. The love of liberty brought us together. Oh, yes. While you get on the grounds of the field of justice, look on the wall. There's a lady there with her eye type. Justice have no eyes, no ears. Let justice be done to all. Yes, good morning, His Excellency. Welcome well. Think well by your leader. Let's say good morning to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Yuma Boykai. I'd like to wake it up this morning. I'm sure you are, because the President is sleeping means the entire country is sleeping. And he's up, eh? That's all to that one for.
The President is in this post.
He's in this post. When Tom was so close to Emerson, he learned that from Dr.
The
Sawyer.
President never sleeps.
Yeah, he don't sleep. Yes.
The President never sleeps.
Yes. Good morning, His Excellency, President Joseph Yuma Boykai. Yes.
Are you still in this post?
Yes. No, I don't think so. He's up and ejected from what I saw on Friday for that 5th cabinet meeting. Yes. The President is up. Yes. Good morning. Wake up well. Pray for good health, wisdom, strength, and govern well. Those of you who are planning evil for this country, no. The country in total, the 5.8 million, don't want violence. We don't want to mess the country up. Yeah, so when you wake up, think positive about your country. Other countries are making progress. Yes, good morning, folks. My name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Oral Roberts, Marka B. Davis, to get it up to 10 o'clock. It's great to be back. Yes, on the Monday morning. Yes, good morning to you, Marka. How you doing this morning?
Yes, good morning. Good morning, O'Neill. And I'm doing great this morning. It was a very good weekend. We had some time to spend with our people and all of that. So we are grateful to be up again to start the week running. And to all of you who have joined us this morning, thanks again for joining us like we did last week. We can do again this week. And we pray for help for all of you, our followers. We pray that good things happen this week. And as we prepare for the Flag Day,
August?
yeah,
Oh, yeah, August 24th.
yeah, as we prepare for the Flag Day, we hope that new doors open for opportunities that we can all help support our families and support our country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. That's the key word. Yes, pray for good health. And you see in the day, say, thank God, thank you for the gift of life. And some of you are ministers today, you are director. Years back, you were never in this position before. So please do the rightful thing.
Do the right thing.
The right thing,
In
man.
time past, you used to sit in the neighborhood with the young guys, you all talk about things, but sometimes once you are in authority now, your car windshield will be up, you'll be passing in the neighborhood, nobody will know you live there anymore. Your gates are always locked. You don't have, your neighbors don't have access to you anymore. And some of these things have consequences in the future.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Seriously, oh.
Yes, they have consequences in the future.
Yeah. Life in government, life
out
after
of
government. How is it? You have to reconnect.
It reached a point in 2023 that former President Weah himself was pushed to tell his lieutenant.
Yeah, reach out to the people.
The assistant minister, the deputy minister, the directors. The former president told them in their faces, say you are the reason why we are getting all of the criticism. You are the reason why people are protesting, because these people you sat with in the past, play Ludo game with them, you play card with them, you lecture with them, you are passing the same places, but they don't see you anymore. You have the opportunity to reach out to help, you don't help. So at the end of the day, we'll get the backlash.
Yes.
That's what it is. So take key note. When somebody fall down somewhere, make sure you don't fall there too.
Yes.
Yeah, it should be a lesson to you. When they say experience is I don't know, a lesson or a teacher, sometimes you can use other people's experience. Yeah, it normally don't have to be you.
Yes.
You can use other people's experience.
Great. So, Marka, this morning I woke up. I'm still going through this book, The Media Guy.
Okay.
Yes, it's about.
When you finish reading it, you must send it.
Maxine Pacquiao, please share Marka is on the captain, man. It's unfair, man.
Yeah.
The Media Guy is a very important book. I woke up this morning and I thought about the justice system. I said, yeah, we must respect the justice system. That pushed me straight to Zanzan Kawa.
Okay.
Yes.
So the Zoe going to court?
Yeah, the Zoe wants to go to court. So they're not smart. I say, yeah, let the down talk about the Zoe.
But never
Yeah. Zaza is going to court. I said, yeah, for respecting the justice system. Going to the Chief Justice, Associate Justice, how you doing this morning? Is it good for the land?
Yeah, it is good. It is good. It is good. And we want to greet you. All the sacrifices you are making for the country. Like somebody would say after God is government, but in fact, to me, the judiciary is very important to me. Even though we respect the other two branches of government, but the judiciary to me is distinct because people who make the final decision in issues in a country, we gotta hold them in high esteem. And we want to appreciate them for the sacrifices they make for the country. I know even though sometimes they are angry that they have organization touch them, but
you're sure the
can still do better.
Yes, great. So it's about 2 minutes up to 8 o'clock. Let's see we'll have this one lined up. So much to talk about. The first segment is all you versus us. The last segment is something big coming out on the last segment. This is the morning edition of the Truth Breakfast Show. Listen well, please listen well. Yes, let's do that this morning.
Yes, so we will take David Coty with the health tips this morning for at least 3 minutes. That will be followed by the review of the local dailies to bring you up to speed with what the newspapers are reporting. This show, as you are aware, is sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited, the Pan African Bank. Well, in our studio chat this morning, again, we'll talk about the GSC report on the National Bureau of Concession. Oh, yep.
If based in the Bureau of Concession, you just pack up and leave.
The Bureau of Concession.
The National Bureau of Concession.
I remember only when we passed through.
Yeah.
Oh, that place was like a graveyard.
The report over.
Yes, we'll look at it this morning again. District 3 Representative Sumo Moba is talking about an ultimatum to the Maserati Legislative Caucus to present financial report on the last county meet. He talked about some $90,000 that were expanded. He believes that there should be financial transparency and accountability.
Okay.
If you use money, you should be able to give report as to what all were done with the money. So he is demanding that the caucus make that report. Other than that, the last night he gave 72-hour ultimatum.
Yes. Maybe we'll start counting from today.
Okay.
That was on Friday.
Yes. Again, the president's 5th cabinet retreat. Yes, sometimes it's good to hold these kind of meetings. The cabinet meeting, I think it was a meeting actually. That meeting, to always remind.
It was not meeting, it was a serious meeting.
A serious one.
And we'll bring you a highlight.
Yes, again, Integrity Watch Liberia applaud President Marka taking action on other reports. That is important. Update on illicit minor, the real minister. Yes, in Bapolu County. We'll look at that.
Yes.
30 million fine, and then a bill bond of $1 million.
We'll talk about that.
More people. We there. Yes, so that will be our last talking point, and then we'll open the line to talk to your leader. That will run out to 8:55 this morning. At 8:55, we'll play commercials and entertainment regularly on the TBS. At 9:05 to 10 o'clock, we will have with us this morning someone who hardly comes in the media. He's been quiet, but he's decided to come out today to speak on some of the national issues, some of the critical issues facing the country.
A very popular name.
Yes, former Maryland County Senator, Honorable H. Dan Marias, will be with us this morning on the TBS for nearly 1 hour to talk about some national issues. I know when he comes with
call the man in the Congo boys to call Dan Marias.
Okay, yeah.
Dan
Marias will be here this morning. One of the top leaders in Maryland County.
Yes.
Yeah, even though
life in government, life after government. And that'll be our first question we'll ask you.
Yeah, Senator Dan Marias will be here this morning.
Okay.
To talk more about the he was I don't know whether he's still but a strong member of the NPP that later formed the Coalition for Democratic Change. Going into the election, was it the midterm election?
Yeah.
Where Jim Barney got elected?
Okay.
Going to that election, he was, according to their agreement then, he was supposed to go on a post on the coalition's ticket on a post.
Okay.
But then Barney came from the same coalition and was running. He said, but this is not right.
You mean the NPP that George Moba asked not to talk? The NPP that won George Moba?
Is there after our agreement they see someone to be reserved for me as Kennedy or see the post men say no, but then
maybe that was train.
Yes. So the former senator was still with us this morning, a very educated man with great insight in leadership and the politics of Liberia. So he will be with us this morning for at least 1 hour to talk about national politics. You will talk about everything that is happening in the country, down to the audit report, the issue of accountability, even the yellow machine issue.
Great.
So then I will talk about it this morning.
In the midst of all.
Country first.
In the midst of all.
In the midst of all, country first.
Country first.
And we must put country first. That's why when people are illegally mining our resources, talk about it.
Yes.
Because you cannot put your interest above the interest of the country.
In the midst of all.
Country first.
And we have this breaking news. The U.S. Embassy have rating the General Auditing Commission. Yes. So if you love Truth Breakfast Show, keep listening. The U.S. Embassy has sent a letter to our General Auditing Commission, the GAC. You want to listen? Let's get our health tip coming up.
Yes.
Right here. We have that communication already in our possession. Let me share this with you. Okay, looking everywhere. This is the U.S. Embassy have written the General Auditing Commission, the GAC. What is in that communication? We'll find out. But let's bring you health tip right here on the Breakfast Show. 641 the Heart and Soul Liberia. My name is O'Neill along with Marka. Yes, Derek Ernest Coty. This is his best job. He's enjoying since after government. Good morning to you live on the TBS.
Thank you, thank you. Good morning to Ambassador Davis for this opportunity. Obesity. Obesity is too much body fat. People who are too fat or overweight, be very careful because there are some serious health problems connected to it. For example, heart disease. Two, stroke. Number three, type 2 diabetes. Number four, certain cancer. Number five, digestive problem. Number six, sleep apnea. And this sleep apnea simply means sleep disorder in which you breathe repeatedly and you stop breathing repeatedly. It just goes off and on. It's very dangerous. And number seven, fatty liver disease. Now, what are the causes of people being over fat? Some people are born slim, but after some time they're so big and fat, and or, I mean, they can't help themselves. What are the reasons? Number one, lack of exercise. People who do not take exercise at all, you need to practice taking exercise. Number two, unhealthy eating behavior. Eating too much or eating when not hungry. You're not hungry, but because you got food to eat, you just eat. You just eat. It's not good for you. It will get you to be overweight or obese. Number two, when we talk about unhealthy eating, eating while standing up. It is not a good habit. Sit down properly and don't bend over when you're eating. Some people bend over their stomach. When a group of women are sitting down eating in a big pan, they're bending on over their stomach. You can't do. You need to sit straight when you eat. And then eating close to bedtime. We have talked about this from time to time. You should eat 4 to 5 hours before bedtime. Don't just eat at 10 o'clock and just go straight to bed. It's not good for you. You will be obese. 14. Okay. The next one is not having enough sleep. We have told you that scientifically you must sleep between 7 to 9 hours every night. It's important. If you don't do that, you will create problems for yourself. Don't overdo it. And number two, you must have a regular sleep time. You don't just go to bed anytime and wake up anytime. I've told you I go to bed 10:30 and wake up 6:30 in the morning. So you go to bed 7 o'clock today. Then next you go to bed 9 o'clock. After that, another time you go to bed 10 o'clock. No. You got to stop it. Last but not least, genetics. Some people are fat that comes from the family line. Sometimes your father is in his gene or the mother in her gene. And when you are born to, my friend, you're born to be fat. But be careful. It's not good for you. Remember this. Do not drink coffee or tea first thing in the morning on empty stomach. We keep reminding you about this thing from time to time. Be very careful. Whether it is blue tea or green tea or hatai or coffee, and don't be surprised. There's something called blue tea. I'm going to talk to you about it one day. We're talking about green tea. We're going to talk about blue tea. Now, so whether it's blue tea, green tea, hatai, or coffee, don't drink it on empty stomach. Eat a little kobo first, or whatever you can eat as a breakfast. Eat it first. If you don't do so, it will lead to acidity, acid in the stomach. It will lead to digestive discomfort. It will lead to heartburn. Sometimes you start having heartburn. You wonder why it is happening. It's because you're drinking tea in the morning. It will also lead to bloating. Bloating simply means gas in the stomach or in the intestine. It's not good. It will lead to increased ulcer pain. You remember we talked about ulcer before. So if you don't want to have increased ulcer pain, don't drink tea, coffee, drink nothing in the morning. No. The best thing to do in the morning is to just drink hot or warm water. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
So, David, before you go, I guess you want to listen what the U.S. Embassy of Communication is about to the GAC.
Yes, I want to listen to it.
All right.
Yes, but I'm sure they're going to be a good. I'm sure they're commending them. I'm not too sure. I'm sure they're doing a damn good job.
Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you so much. There in this go to our health tips, a regular feature right here on the Truth Breakfast Show. 96.1 The Heart and Soul Library. Let's find out what's making news from the print media coming up. Yeah, so welcome to the review of the local dollars. What's making news on the print media? I'll have a couple of papers about this morning. Monday morning, August 5, 2024. The front page of the Independent. The Independent newspaper is on the newsstand for $40 Liberian. The front page of the Independent. US 1.3 billion. That's 1.23 billion stolen. John Molu accuses Ellen Johnson Sirleaf of covering up. Listen up. Let's take this over. Yeah, about information. The former Auditor General was live on Sunday. Yes, on yesterday. U.S. 1.23 billion stolen. John Molu accuses George Weah, former President George Weah, of covering up for Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. That was something very big. Yes, criminal conspiracy. That's why he terminated John Molu. Grapple Cape, well, rich country. That's why 1.23 billion stolen. Well, grab a copy of the Independent. It's on the front page of the Independent. CBL Governor Talu challenges suspension. Well, the former central bank, the suspended central bank governor, says Blocker violated the law. It's wrong to the Supreme Court. It's on the front page of the Independent. Well, the other report for the NBC is up, very damaging. Okay, let's go to the back page. National Bureau of other report up. Okay, the back page of from the Independent. Discharge of LMU officers. Firearm leaves one dead. Yeah, man. We should just go to those of you watching on the Facebook. We have the police officer here in the Minums. This was just on Saturday. Yes, on the it's within the paper. I just want for online viewers, those of you watching on Facebook, to see. No, the picture should be there. Yes, here is it. Those of you watching online, here is it. Discharge of LMP officer leaves one dead. It's a very sad one on the front page of the back page of the Independent. NPA rejects Senate proposal to grant all-station port autonomy. We're going to take our time to read about what sort of reduction for the National Authority. Well, EPA boss calls for investment in tourism sector. It's a sub-lead story here on the back page of the Independent. As a review from the paper this morning from the Independent.
The Data Observer newspaper. The new U.S. ambassador to Liberia, Marka, arrives. Well, I'm seeing the smiling ambassador captured here on the front page of the Data Observer newspaper. And the story: U.S. 19.4 million agro-industrial project launched. This project is aimed at helping to improve food security, increase employment, and economic opportunities. Well, I'm seeing the vice president here at the project launch.
Okay.
And also end of Zanzibar Kawa's tenure imminent. As Internal Affairs Minister announces election for new National Traditional Council of Chiefs and Elders. Well, I'm seeing Chief Kawa photograph alongside the Internal Affairs Minister Francis Gumalin right here on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. This story: APM Terminals Regional MD meets President Marka. Discusses long-term partnership and additional investments.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, let's go to the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Gender Minister installs LEP's Youth Human Rights Advocacy Program. Describes it as a pivotal moment in our collective journey to foster human rights. Where I'm seeing the gender minister right here. Finally, on the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper, Liberia takes major step towards boosting tourism. Is the last story on the Daily Observer newspaper.
Yeah, so next up have to do with the Inquirer. Yes, the Inquirer newspaper on the newsstand for $40 Liberian. What's the front page? The front page headline, volume 23, number 140, Monday, August 5. Legal battle posed to stall CBR operations. Well, amidst Aloysius Talu suspension, both gets indicted. Well, it's on the front page of the Inquirer. Grab a copy. Court rejects corrupt officials use $12 million bond. The former finance minister, Samuel 12, who have not been able to turn and say, well, the court by sending a bond. Yes, the court said, no, this had never worked before. It was not work. LSCC announces selected asset verification. What is this? LSCC, the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission announces selective assets verification. Well, Councillor Alexandra Zoe is captured here on the front page from the Inquirer. Well, Internal Affairs structures new local government as Zanzibar Kawa is thrown out. Well, meanwhile, Zanzibar Kawa is going to The Supreme Court. Wow, they were at the Zoe Court. You don't know it all.
You don't know
You
it
don't
all.
know it all. Zaza is going to the Supreme Court. What? Chizo? Leave the Zoe Court and goes to the Supreme Court. Anyway, grab a copy of the Inquirer. Let's go to the back page. The back page are from the Inquirer. AFL discharges Sergeant over 100,000 scandal. Well, this is about the armed forces.
Wow.
Yes, 1,000. Anyway, grab a copy. Boycott shows cabinet official of this measure. I would dismiss. This is in the Joseph Boycott turn. Some of you, they beg for a job, like the president warning that the cabinet meeting. People lobby back and forth, but if you make error, you'll be seeing the exit door. Well, Boycott is captured. The president is captured on the back page from the Inquirer. Read the rest of the story this morning.
And the Hot Pepper newspaper, the banner headline on the front page, for overlapping of function, Boakai administration land in court, where I'm seeing the president alongside the suspended CBL governor and the Temple of Justice uniquely in the background.
Okay.
on the front page of the Hot Pepper newspaper.
Okay.
That's the only story on the front page. Let's go to the back page. The back page, Inspector Fire shoots civilian. The two of them are captured right here. The deceased, the photograph here alongside the police. And police operations boosted as coordinates motor catch. Kaseko Football Administration and CEO of FC Pastel is captured right here on the back page of the Hot Pepper newspaper. Yes, so far that's the story for the Hot Pepper.
Okay, this is the New Republic. The New Republic on a newsstand for $50 Liberian dollars. Yes, the highest selling newspaper, $50. The rest are 40 because of production costs. Yes, Molu exposes we are Ellen deal. Well, the former Auditor General John Molu is captured. Molu exposes we are Ellen deal. Why we are cover off for Ellen Johnson's alleged mismanagement of state resources. Well, John Molu is captured here on the front page from the New Republic Rapper copy. Who pays the price? It's a sublease story here on the front page also of the New Republic. Who pays the price? Recalling Noka's. Let me zoom this. Recalling Noka's unresolved bankruptcy crisis. Well, the former president here is also on the front page. Who's going to pay the price? So from morning missing from Noka. IB is solvent. Management comes about. The management of IB, you got to do some damage control. But let me just say this out. The international bank, IB bank have to do a lot of damage control. Yes. I'm saying it. The public affairs, the marketing team of IB, you have to do a lot of damage control. Your customers are now in worry. IB comes customers say don't be afraid. The bank is not off for sale or what. Well, I'm not gonna leave you here. There should be a PRA now. Let's go to yes. Let's go to the back page and see what's on the back page. The back page you have the New Republic. U.S. sanctioned officials must be prosecuted. We're saying this. This is Hara Ado. Yes. Senator Che demands inclusive order. Is another sub-list story I'm hearing. There was a systematic orders. The report should be out from the House of Senate. Yes, I hope to lay my hand on it. I'm saying Abo Che is captured here on the back page of the New Republic. CDC will win UP anytime. Summer 12. Coming country pride. Yeah. And D12. Yes. Gonna harmonize. Yes. Yes, CDC will win UP at any time. Former finance minister says. Meanwhile, he have not turned himself over to the court. Yes, anyway, so as the review of
yeah, so for the first time, let's bring the heritage. Yeah,
the heritage.
Yeah, the heritage.
You mean Mohammed Kenya heritage?
The heritage. Yes, the heritage. So for his outstanding dedication in accountability and transparency in government, U.S. government officially recognizes Auditor General Jackson. Well, P. Gaspar Jackson is captured right here along with the Charge Affairs, Captain Rodriguez on the front page of the Heritage newspaper. We are charge sheet, criminal conspiracy, Salif 12 years, $1.23 billion stolen. Weah and his team craft far. Well, it's right here on the front page of the Heritage newspaper. Let's go to the back page. The back page, Gray exposed another criminal conspiracy, says former Auditor General John Molu. Well, I'm seeing Gray alongside Robert Salif, right here on the back page of the Heritage News.
Look great, Akaras?
Yes, Akara's great.
Okay.
I'm seeing Auditor General's report reveals US 6.7 million unauthorized overdraft by Central Bank of Liberia. Well, right here again is the Heritage newspaper. Senator Amara Connor addresses allegations of 110.8 million IMF fund mismanagement linking him. It's so money business.
Just money, man. And I figure maybe the senator comes from Europe.
Lopa County University staff suspend go slow action after emergency meeting. Well, that's it for the Heritage.
Yeah, so the last stop for my end is the Verity newspaper, the front page of the Verity. Monday, August 5, in McGill's shoes, well, great funds for overnight Ghanaian road construction company. Why is it the paper is carrying the Minister of State this morning? Grab a copy and read the rest of the story. Pro Tem Sister Mary Kangadan on Accident Mental's board. Conflict of interest. Well, you don't know it.
You don't know it.
Yes. On the Accident Mental board, the sister of but if she's qualified to, you need to ask. Is it wrong to have your family? Or maybe that the sister push for the deal, or anyway. Yes, I'll copy and read the rest of the story. The Verity newspaper. Well, conflict of interest still on the front page of the Verity newspaper. Police IG lie. The paper is called the IG. Gregor Common said the Gregor lie. Police IG lie. There was no tussle. Decreased family break silence. Well, the family have breaking silence. Well, there was no tussle between Mohammed and what's the guy Fire? Yes. So the family break silence. Well, grab a copy. Let's go to the back page. What's on the back page? The back page of the Verity newspaper. Opposition secret with dismissed EPS agent to go wax leak audio reveals about this planned protest. Yes, from dismissed EPS officers. There's a leaked audio in the possession. I think the police should have that in their possession. They have been taped. We're listening up to the news this morning. Opposition secret with dismissed EPS agent.
We also have the leaked audio in our possession.
The audio too.
Yes.
You mean the leaked audio?
Exactly.
You recognize some voices? Anyway, let's leave it at the You don't know it all. So, linking some hurricane of the CDC here, also on the back page of the Verity grapple copy. US 1.23 billion stolen. On ex-President Salif, former Auditor General John Molly alleges. Joy is on the back page this morning. CBL governor enters legal battle with government. Why are you carrying Zanza Kawa on the story too? Former chiefs will go to the Supreme Court. Yes, and the review of the Verity.
Yeah, so my final stop this morning is, as usual, the Women Voices newspaper. Thanks to Helen Nasami. The top story on the front page of the Women Voices newspaper: imminent traditional conflict. And you're looking for that story there. Yeah.
Okay,
imminent traditional conflict as the Internal Affairs Minister invades Traditional Council. Where I'm seeing Minister Francis Yomali right here, and also Chief Zanzan Kawa is captured here. Chief Trokon Janeton G is also right here on the front page of the Women Voices newspaper. The sub-lead story: when I fire you, you will not come back.
Correct.
Bwaga wants cabinet members.
Repeat that.
I love it. When I fired you, you will not come back.
Gone.
I love this.
And you come back to your people in the neighborhood.
Bwaga wants cabinet. I'm seeing the old man standing right there on the podium. Again, on the front page of the paper, we have former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor, the Democrat nominee for President Kamala Harris, who is also the Vice President of the U.S., is captured here.
Okay.
And the 177th orator of the Independence Day, Dr. Raptel Nije Pele, is right here. And I'm seeing MC Caro, yes, also Anthony Yapawon and Elizabeth Johnson, all captured in photographs on the front page of the Women Voices newspaper.
Great. That ends the review of the local dealers, a regular feature right here on the Truth Breakfast Show. If you're interested in any of this story, you can get on the newsstand. And the paper has sold for 40, 50.
My headline of the day is: when I fire you, you will not come back.
That good headline. For me, my headline, it is Zanzibar Kawawa. Yeah, the first Zoo chief ever in Africa to run to the Supreme Court. That tells you the justice system should be respected.
The tradition can make it.
Tradition can make it. Look at, but first thing you better do that strong man. You know what it takes to look at the chief zone, say you are fired. Well, you don't have some miserable dreams or all that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but Zo. Anyway, let's leave it at the things.
But,
Yeah?
you know, the internal affairs minister are the boss for the
Not a
transition.
boss. Anyway, yeah, y'all go there, y'all talk with her. Anyway, I want to see the just aging one that resign what is okay. What are you to cover or the new confrere? What's that CNN?
Mhm.
Johnson, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, or Jimama will call you. Yeah, the other's okay.
Senator Clinton Johnson.
Yeah, Sarah Clinton. Which one are you
That
preserve?
be your first test.
Or first major test.
Yeah.
The preserve was
That
okay.
was Zanakawa case.
That may see Zoe going to Supreme Court.
But anyway, she's not a justice in chamber.
Yeah,
I think the
yeah.
justice in chamber is Justice Kaba. Eh?
Yeah, Yusuf Kaba.
Yusuf Kaba.
Yes. Great. We'd like to say good morning. Thanks so much. Good morning. This is on the Truth Breakfast Show. Outside and listening. Thank you so much for following. The show is proudly sponsored by Echo Bank Liberia. And of course, I'm Orange GSM Company there. Keep banking, keep saving your money, put your money where your mouth is. How does come to your mind? Music don't play in the banking house because the money needs concentration. People don't play music in the bank house. So save with Echo Bank today. You know what I mean? Enjoy all of the great services. The salary advance payment is going on. The first bank to introduce the credit card is Echo Bank. We all know that. Orange Liberia again. What you were experiencing on the other was not from the local service provider yet. It was an international problem. You saw there was some dysfunction of the internet yesterday. I mean, it's something that Africa in general have to look at in time to come out. So keep using Orange. Yes, Orange Liberia and of course Echo Bank, the Pan African Bank. So with our talking point, this debut, what happened? Where you see again laughing?
That's what make me
Or
laugh.
behind the scene.
That's where say he's not coming. Why can't we remove the T and pick up Weah himself?
No. It ain't possible.
So it's TWEAH.
Okay.
Where?
When you take the T
We
from
take out
there,
the T and Weah.
that's social media now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
on,
just,
it's on
just
Facebook.
for fun.
We told Mark Zuckerberg to introduce a kind of thing. But the Bureau of Construction, maybe we're going to take our time within so-called of this week. Good morning to all of you at the National Bureau of Construction. There have been a massive audit, an extensive audit, beginning from 2019 up to present.
Okay.
Audit at the Bureau of Construction. We understand the tenure of Edwin Dennis.
GSC is really busy.
GSC busy. That's why we bring on the communication sent from the U.S. Embassy to the GSC. So the GFC have released an audit report. There have been an audit, and the report is not something encouraging. I mean, if it lands, maybe the president will take another action at the National Bureau of Concession. That place you see right on in Congo Town. The last time Marka and I visited that area, I mean.
When we visited that area, if they tell you that the audit report is damaging, you will believe it right away because in the first place, the place was like place. I hate to say, but when
Like a park garage. Let's use it
stage
that way.
that place we're in when we visited right after the inauguration, I think a month later when we went there,
Was it December, November, December?
It was-
No, December.
it was so embarrassing. It
Yes.
was so embarrassing.
Reports, and I want the guys from the print media, our colleague from the print media, go take your time and look at the audit report from the National Bureau of Concession. Damaging one. So continuing, let's bring on this communication. Then we'll talk about the cabinet meeting with the president on yesterday. The U.S. Embassy have rated the General Auditing Commission. As a matter of fact, True FM is the first network have laid a hand on this communication sent by our biggest ally to the GSC. Is the U.S. government in favor or is aware of what is going on in terms of all what is happening? I want all of you to listen up. Those of you in opposition, those of you who are in the ruling establishment, those of you who are past government official, the U.S. government, the government that created the post sanction. The last sanction was all the global Magnitsky sanction thing. So what is actually trending? No one is talking about yellow machine again, right? Everybody's talking about this indictment. Back, I want you to read it out for the public. This is on July 24th. So this communication was sent before the 26th. Before I get even blasting and thing, but yes, the Sashi Affairs have rating the Auditor General of the GSC. Let us know what is in the communication they have sent out.
Yes, dear Auditor General Jackson, thank you for meeting with Heather during her visit to Liberia. On behalf of the United States Senate Committee on Foreign Relations, your leadership as Auditor General of the General Audit Commission is commendable. We greatly appreciated your insights into the auditing processes and the challenges and successes of your work. Your dedication to improving accountability and transparency in Liberia is truly admirable. We look forward to continuing our collaboration and supporting your important work. Sincerely, Catherine Rodriguez, Shashi Affairs, ARA.
Signature there. Okay. I want you to take the last paragraph over.
Yeah, it says your dedication to improving accountability and transparency in Liberia is truly admirable. We look forward to continuing our collaboration and supporting your important work.
You want us to interpret for you?
Yeah.
You want us to interpret for you? This is nothing different from what Integrity Watch, Harry Ado them saying. Honestly, yeah, man.
Yeah,
they are saying. So, but it's coming from our biggest ally, the U.S. government. So, I mean, Jackson, the AG, we're looking forward for the day the GSC will say they're going to audit the House of Legislature. It will not be easy that day. Now, when Russia said, we'll read you. Yes, we need it. And let me tell you something, right? Audit is a good thing. Not everyone in the CDC stole money. Yeah, please listen. The folks of the Congress for Democratic Change, your good morning to you. A very good party, a party who once led this country for 6 years. Not everyone, you should be proud of your CDC. Not everyone in your party, in the CDC, the Congress for Democratic Change stole. Yeah, please get this clear. If we say, well, New and Marka are making, no. Not everyone in the CDC stole money. Not everyone in the Unity Party 12 years ago also stole. Let's have the balance. Because you're making this whole country like that CDC a Unity Party country. I can be sorry for Liberty Party. Tell one go and they will come here. And Sarah Bezel and Party, Sheikh Kuyat there. Not you're making just a Unity Party and CDC country now. But those who have embezzled public funds, they must face the law. Let them call names. Otherwise, people will hire on the party. People will hire on the CDC. Yeah, CDC and the people on me. No, not everyone in CDC stole. Not everyone 12 years ago, 12 years back in Unity Party stole. So if the America is saying this, they are following up. And let's get out to the president. President Marka, good morning to you. How is it this morning? It's good. When you have leadership meeting, it's something good. That cabinet meeting. Most of you before election, after election, your lobby, your back to back, going to become a superintendent, minister, deputy minister, and all the positions. And today you are in a position. Let me quote Joseph Boycott saying on Friday, going forward to you. Boycott advised to fire officials with hidden agenda. Some ministers then will be reporting you directly. With the information Marka have gotten, the woman listen to the media, bring too much complaint on you, and will start to call you and say, what happened to your own area there? Boycott vows to fire officials with hidden agenda. Say no room for negotiation once you are fired. Warning to the cabinet. If you come to the cabinet to do the same thing that you think used to happen, you are going to get out of the system. Once we identify, you're listening up, once we identify, make sure we know then you are going to leave. And when you leave, I don't care who asks for you to come back, you are not going to come back in a Joseph Barker voice. I mean, yeah, you want to play? Let's play this out. I mean, this is very important because, look, if the country will succeed, that's why the media will gatekeep of the society. If you find it, let me play. We're gatekeep of the society. So, there are a lot of complaints, trust me. The area we are not performing, we just voice it out. They will still have issue with the minds and energy. We say, well, Mr. President, the entire Babalu country is still not ready. Babalu is still crying. I mean, yes. This is President Joseph Boyka. Let's say the old man voice.
I'll fire you, you're not coming back.
Not coming back. No lobbying. No back and forth. This is His Excellency, President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Human Boyka. I mean, And he's sweet too. Eli Alexander Cummings say President Alexander Cummings.
Once you become president, your
Yeah,
name
he's sweet.
sounds
Yeah, President Tiamon Gongolo. If they say President Gongolo,
They will come
they will come and say
with
what?
with a declaration and tell me, President Gonglo.
President Gongolo. Look, when you become president, you can be sweet. Yeah. This is His Excellency President Joseph Yuma Boycott. You know, let's put this out. Yes.
People, we are here to serve the Nigerian people. And however we are here in Nigeria, we will be here. But when we find it is about time that we know and serve the people of this country. About time that this is 170 years that people are suffering, and we are here to serve. I'm going to pray God will protect us. So you come to the town, you come with a hidden agenda to do the same thing that before used to happen. With adequate information, just like the way we will come behind you, one thing and identify with how and make sure. So let's make sure.
Okay. Thank you. Who asked for you?
Yeah.
Thank you. Who been lobbying for you to come? You be
When
gone.
you leave,
Uh-huh.
you are gone.
Uh-huh.
You come with any agenda to do the things that you think
Mm-hmm.
to happen.
Mm-hmm.
When we fire you,
Mm-hmm.
you're not coming back.
You're not coming back. It's very serious,
I
though.
like that.
It's very, very serious. And
Serious
if the president will stand by this, if President Boycott forget, every morning we'll play this thing
We'll play
sometime.
and remind him.
We'll remind President Boycott. We say, but we're bringing complaint from this institution. Here are the facts. Please take action. So before we get a telephone line, this issue of we'll follow up on this mining. This minister here. We need to take the title from this guy called
Gao fan.
Gao Fan, the Chinese man. It's embarrassing to see Gao Fan still operate. What I'm hearing, Marka, the man have visited his site in Bapolo. Can you imagine?
Okay.
Yes.
You want to encourage the workers?
Yes.
We'll
Is
soon
it?
start.
Yeah, to us how the real minister
We'll soon start.
will soon start operation. You make sure you grease all the equipment. Will soon start. Now some of the complaint will bring in the president back out. We will play the to remind the president will take this serious. That mines and NGO, mines will follow up with this case with Galfin. Why is he still calling this man the real minister? They will know the Asians don't compromise with the law.
They find 30 million, putting us up for 1 million.
Repeat that.
Finding $30 million
Uh-huh.
and putting on bill for $1 million.
But I think the coach should assess something to on the bond.
That's it.
Yes. But yeah, if a foreigner can benefit 30 million fine and you be released
Yeah, 1 million.
1 million.
A president.
You don't know it all. Let's see if we get the telephone lines activated. This is the TBS. The Bureau of Concession report is very damaging. And I want to say thanks to all the integrity institutions, Integrity Watch, Harry Ado, the rest of you guys who, backing the president, yes, for what is going on in terms of indictment, push you face the justice system. It's good for our country. So let's announce our two numbers. The females are celebrating. We have the females line and the male line. We'll touch everything, Zach?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, let's announce the female line. The female.
Female, exclusively for female.
Okay.
0770-202579. Again, 0770-202579. Let's talk about a lot of things that are happening. We'll talk about some. Some include the shooting incident. The police said they have an investigation into that. The officer, David Fire, is currently in the police custody, ongoing investigation. Another issue is, again, a girlfriend issue. Another issue you want to talk to is the president's caution to his cabinet members to remain committed to serving the country through transparency and accountability, and that if you fall in trouble, you fire you're not coming back.
And what I said to the IG, I mean, you listen up to the IG. At some point in time, Gregor Kuma wanted to break down NTS. This is the 7th incident happening. This is why we call on Gregory. These professional trained police officers don't get it out of the system. You see, some of the same thing we've been telling you, Gregory. The same thing will be on this one way. I think we are forgetting, but we've been begging Greg. The trained police officer don't get it out. I mean, This kind of death, this untimely death, people shouldn't be dying in this kind of form.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay,
yes,
let's see.
Yes, the bill line is 0777285
And the female 0770202579. Let me see whether this is our first female caller. Good morning.
No. You're no citizen in this country yet. Yeah, let's take this over. Let's take a 30-second this. Please, we want to make a citizen in this country.
Exclusive
female. Why you go to the female line?
0770202579 is the female line.
And the male line is 0777285
Please lower or cut off your radio, please.
Female can violate.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, we'll let you go. If you female to one post system, you bring out the line, we'll
call,
let you go.
You either move away from your monitor or you switch it off.
Call the female line the last time because the male line is 777-285-961.
And the female 0770202579.
Okay.
Austin Batua, don't call the female line.
Yeah, man. Let's pick this call on the line. Good morning, the male line. Good morning. Well, what's the other sound I'm hearing? Okay, hold on. Sorry. Let's see if we can get this on the male line. Good morning. Morning.
Go ahead.
I appreciate you guys first for the show. I think our people. Basically, I want to speak on the issues about the road to Grand County.
Okay.
You know, of several days here, I went somewhere home from, let's say, Central Europe, very bad. Recently, on the video, myself went to was spent about 2 days. So I saw the road from Australia to Central and then from Second to Central.
Okay.
The road is actually within the Ambassador for we should employ him for his staff.
Okay.
And secondly, Jeremiah Soka. When I was him over already from South Africa, he spent about $50,000 US to pave the roads. So when I went, I did my survey, I saw all of the roads that you sense it was before. So kind of being one of those lawmakers who are going to sing it well for our country.
Okay, let's do a minute. Let's do a minute. Thank you. Yes, let's go. Please, let's speak to a minute, please.
Let's see if we have this female caller. Good morning.
Thank you.
Yes, good morning, bro. Marka and bro Olin this morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Yes, what I want to say this morning, I want to speak on the...
You want to call your name and where are you calling from?
Ma'am, who I call from Congo Town.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm so sad this morning and there in tears for the year about 19 years ago. I'm supposed to be guiding for somebody to fire the door, for police officers to go fire the door. They're not protecting life and property again. It's so sad this morning. Somebody now wants to be took care of. 19 years to die for her to shut the door. It's so sad. Whether you need to wake up. And to not part of all police officer, let us stay there to be able to do that work. It's not fine. They are not sensitive. They are in their face. You want to dance out and do it. We know the reason they let talking, but when we angry, we speak.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. The female line 0770202579. Again 0770202579.
Yeah, I'll play Gregor voice later on. Go ahead.
Please.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Good morning. Okay.
Yeah. You know, I will never regret voting for my president. I know the president what he was doing, and it's reaching us so fantastic.
Okay.
But our president then going to listening president, he listen to his people. So like real people, let's be patient with President Biden. He will do what he wants for him to do. So we don't have to be complaining for that day, for that day. So he's a listening president who will do his best.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much.
Let's go to the mill line.
Okay,
yes.
take the mill line. We should not do injustice to the mill line.
Let's see if we can go to the mill line. Please call the number we're announcing. Morning.
To me, Marka, this is one for the talking point. And you see,
some of us, every morning we get into our radio, we get phone. So this morning I want to use the occasion to just tell you guys for bringing information to our Liberian people. And I want to speak to this issue of passing thought to the leader. We don't have any in this country, people who live. Our country is connected and corruption. So some of us, my back coming from the fact that the American embassy, so we recognize the Auditor General. And for all, we want to join her to see how best appreciate this better for the level of work done. And we should also be there to protect and see how best our fragile people also be protected in this country.
Thank you. Thank you, Joel. Thank you. Minute per call. If you last your one time minute, then we'll let you go. Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you for picking my call this morning. I'm Beto. I'm calling you from the island this morning. I want to register again our concern. The road from the Chikisu Factory Junction to the Batata, we are being caught up. There's no way now we can access our community like through mobile. So I was still calling on the Public Works Minister, Honorable Guinness. We are mobilizing ourselves. We are going to take over the Johnsonville Road, and then no car, no vehicle, nothing going to move till our road concern can be addressed. The chicken soup factory Batata Road, we are getting fed up. We are part of the society.
Is it the best way out to stage a real block? Is the rightful way out?
No, we try to call the government attention to our concern.
Okay.
You know, we have been calling on government for the past 6-7 years now. And continue to remain vulnerable. No government, let's say, official paying attention to our community. We are also paying taxes. People are in our community collecting taxes for government. I think we need a benefit.
All right.
We are not benefiting anything. We are on the Chicken Fire Road this morning. No way.
So the road cut off. The road cut off. Okay. Yes. Public way, please. We want you to pay
Let's see.
attention
I
to
hope
that.
this is a female caller. Good morning.
Yeah, please call the number we're announcing, man.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead, Fatu.
Yeah, I want to appreciate you guys. I want to speak on this Chinese man, Gao Fan, whatever his name may be. President Marka, we are calling on you now because it's like our lawmaker, they are failing to approach this man. So President Marka, please take action. Say the legislature, they don't want to do that work, or the lawmaker, they don't want to do that work. You got to take over now, but finding this man to pay that fine. If this man does not pay that fine, it will be something that everybody can run this country now. People will be coming and do their own thing in this nation. I'll stop there.
Okay. All
right.
Yes, begin the female line 0770202579.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get this call up.
Yeah, please call the number we're announcing, man. Yes. Please do so.
Good morning. Good morning. Go ahead. Good morning. Okay, so I'm not getting.
Yeah, let's go to the mail line. Yes. The mail line is 0777-285-96. Well, if you can go through, you just have to be patient, please. I mean,
let me see. If,
yes.
You can have this. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Sorry,
no,
violation,
man.
This line.
Yeah, let's go. Let me go to the mail line. The 285-961 exclusively for the mail. Why are you going to go to the female? Morning. You calling from Rochester County? Please be audible a little bit. Okay. Okay. How is Rochester?
That's great.
Okay. What's on your mind? Let's hear you.
I really want to thank you for President Marka. You know, this is the first of this kind in the Republic of Nigeria.
Okay.
For the president, they were respectful. And so I want to tell you guys thank you to Oni and Marka.
Mhm.
I'm always struggling to come.
Okay, so we have a heavy do we have a heavy fan base in Riverside? Maybe one of these days will come in the county there. Do we have a heavy serious follower in Riverside monitoring the radio?
Yes, I'm monitoring local radio.
Okay, okay.
I'm monitoring
Be-
the
be-
show.
because you want a bigger one. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Have a great time in Riverside. Yeah, go ahead and pick up a
Yeah,
call.
let's go to female
Yeah,
line.
female
Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Good morning, only this is POC and I go from Johnson and New Asian Community.
Okay.
And you know, you guys will always say the mosquitoes, because they have the Liberian people, saying the fact with the nation, saying they have the massive common people. But then there's still common people praising those that stole from this country. Can you imagine a country who stole from this country? Saying you want to have protest. There's some people saying they're on the street. So sometimes when I listen to the news, I just see those college and feel, well, are we sharing as a Liberian? Because you were coming to say the truth as a journalist. You see it now, the reason I follow you every morning. I follow them 6 o'clock news, Jerry, I follow them 12, I follow them 2 o'clock, I follow them 8 o'clock, and I put my radio off.
Okay.
And listen to listen up. Because you said the fact, you speak for the people, but the people you talking for, they are not listening. There is people pressing the people saying, well, they don't want to waste on, they want to do that. You forget that the people stole from you. You are talking about other things.
And no, hold on, sorry, I said something. Not everyone is CDC stole. So people, no, yes, well, so people shouldn't hire on the CDC because of other business. Well, yeah, they want to put a whole party into it. People hiding on the shield of the CDC or the party.
I don't know what we have to talk about. There's my last point is the justice system. We don't have good justice system in this country.
Why?
The justice system is only for what justice system.
No,
Oh.
no, okay.
And I saw a court, what justice system to march in Ghana in Pennsylvania. So they have possible for it. I don't know. So sometimes we people let me go to the justice system. Then you go to the market, asking them, they want to say, so you're not moving your favor. Because you don't get the kind of money there, you poor and you don't get justice. You don't have good justice system in the country. You get there. I don't know what we have been telling for the time.
No, there's an allegation there. Before
follow your clean.
Before we go reach, we see someone not worry. Yeah, there's an allegation, but yes, let's get a few calls. So it's 8 minutes up to 9 o'clock, so we'll take like 5 more calls. Yes, we have our commercial before the Rodan Marias can come on live on air. This person coming. Good morning.
Good morning, O'Neill, and good morning, Marka. It's Prophet Rufus Benjamin from Johnsonville.
Okay.
Yeah, but one of the issues your flag is on my mind, but it's not on my mind, but let me just explain just You know, one of the things I want to relate to the police IG, that elements in our police force that will want to disgrace this government. If it's not careful, they'll be or just now during Obama time, you saw how they were working with clients. So if you have we don't got offensive for professionalism, it was spoiling.
The IG is laying out 38 well-trained qualified who have not met retirement age out of the system. I mean, it's a bit confusing.
It's not fun because those guys are also have to with the training process because they are professionals. They can do that. Yes. And number 2 again that on my mind, put it up is the issue of the LEC. LEC is when you recharge your meter, when you sleep 1 month or 2 weeks, when you recharge your clients. That say, well, how can you charge us when you know that you're not getting by charge here? Option to charge and recharge.
Okay. Yes, charge and recharge. Yes. So it's 7 minutes up to 9 o'clock. Let's see who can go for our break. We want to say thanks for all of your calls.
This person being charged. Let me see if they can be the final one. Please. Good morning. Yes, morning. Go ahead.
Yes, this is Marka. I call for District 10.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, I want to speak to the legal advisor to the president. Let him be careful and mindful. When the fire will not come back.
Oh.
Careful,
Oh,
careful, and mindful.
Majo finish. Oh,
You finish.
bigger advisor.
And the
Should be
president,
careful and mindful.
careful,
When they
and
fire you,
you're not coming back. Yes. But
That's
it's
interesting.
good, Baka. It's good to have leaders who can listen.
Mm.
Yes, if a leader listen well, I mean, that statement the president made on Friday. If you order the system, you're going for good.
Mm.
So we'll be complaining some areas who are not performing. Don't take it for granted. You know, we'll not just bring on allegation that is not true, but when we see there are issues, we'll call the attention of the president. The president wants to succeed, but Mr. President, you told Liberian that no hidden agenda. People will not work in their own interest. So please serve well. And let's move on as a country and as a people. So let's go for our break. Yes, we'll come back. We'll bring on the Dan Mariah, the Truth Breakfast Show, 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Good morning, Dr. Harry Monuba. Yes.
Clarence?
Yeah, Clarence. I call him the man down there. Clarence Monuba, good morning. How you doing? Yes, former presidential candidate. I don't know whether you still have the ambition for 2029.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, a very young guy. I mean, have better plans. Liberians could say if he tries on to the 9, who knows?
I think he needs to accept the president's offer, if there's any, to help the government.
Yes, it's good.
Yeah, he's a very young potential man.
Yes,
He's one of the assets the country has.
Yes,
So
yes. Like Sarah Bezel Yankee did, right?
Any offer from the presidency, I think
Accept it.
Dr. Clarence Moniva should accept it and help.
All the biggest one I occupy already, all the positions already occupy.
Yeah,
That's
they still get bigger on there.
in terms of his own qualification, all of it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for a break. We'll come back. We'll bring on a former senator. I know well, senator is always a senator. Dan Mariah of the great Maryland County. Yes, we have Bobby Alice in our bomb online. Talk about Maryland business. Yes, there's something might happen to him. Yes, let's go for a break. We'll come back right here on the TBS. Don't go away.
I said, my son Teddy right now.
successfully conclude the vacation school will be exempted from taking um, the entrance exams. All right. This is a very important information from La Cosa School. What is this not opening? Yes, but this is it. It's right here on the True Breakfast Show 96.1. The heart and soul of Liberia or something.
And difficulty wants to hack it.
This cannot be. Okay, yes. But
is fine.
yes, that's not all. If you pay your child's fees between the 1st and the 31st of August, you will unlock amazing benefits. Well, uniform set, book bags, 3 large, medium, small bags in adults and hand cover copybooks. Like I said, demonstration school, we are renowned for our commitment, quality education, on nurturing development and academic excellence. Don't miss out this incredible opportunity to provide your child with a top-tier education at La Cosa Demonstration School. Well, Moses Va, principal at La Cosa Demonstration School, signed this announcement. It's 9 o'clock, and we promise to be on time. With former senator. Senator is always a senator. Damn as I saw him smiling in there.
Yeah.
Yes, a very long time. We have been interactive.
Yeah, it's lively.
Yeah, he's live there, very lively. Yes, if you can be captured on camera, shut it down, link up with him. This is a TBS. My name is O'Neill, along with Marka. This morning it's 9 a.m.
He's shining like he's still a senator.
Of course, man. You mean he's shining and he's not complaining?
I don't know whether he just came from Europe or somewhere.
Senator, good morning to you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. It's an honor to be here with you this morning.
Let's start you know the life in government, life after government. Dan Marias, talk to O'Neill and Marka. How is it?
Well, look, O'Neill, I'm happy to be here again. You know, when you first started this show, one of those persons you extended an invitation to grace your platform. I can remember you were still an infant at that time, but right now you're grown. I've become a seasoned journalist.
Yes, we'll vibe into the politics. Life in government, life after government. I'm still carrying the tag of Liberia, the flag of Liberia. That's a good seal one.
Yes,
it's a good one.
Yes, you know, in diplomacy, a lot of things happen. For example, if the president of the United States of America does not carry the seal of the United States of America on his coat, he's disciplined for that. And in the diplomatic field, you are supposed to wear it, and it's something that you know we got adjusted to, adapted to, and so we continue to do that. So that's why you see the seal of Liberia here. You know, and I wear it with pride and dignity.
Pride and dignity.
Yes, I'm a Liberian. It can be nothing less. It can be nothing more. I'm a Liberian. I'm happy to be a Liberian. In and out. Look, outside of government is nice. You know, what makes it nice is that you have the leverage to do a lot of things, and you're not accused of misappropriation. But when you are in government, everything you do, you are under this spotlight, and so you must account. Yes, I mean it's part of the terrain. If you don't want to be on the limelight of scrutiny, don't go there.
Right? If you don't want to be criticized, do nothing.
Don't just do
say nothing.
Say nothing. Do nothing. So if you go in there and you're being criticized, you're being critiqued, I think you should appreciate it, accept your mistakes, and move forward. So I don't know whether I may go back in government. You know,
it's something you vision.
Yeah, I've always said to myself, at some point you become king's maker. You can't continue to be king. I'm finished that stage of being king. I hope I can continue and remain a king maker, so we can make kings. We can make people like you, Marka, you know, to move from one stage to another. That you can reach to us. You know, and I'm happy about the way I have been able to go through. There is no position in this government, in this administration, or in any administration that I've not gone through. I was mayor of the city of Harper. I was superintendent of Maryland County. I was minister of internal affairs. I was ambassador, special envoy of the president, special envoy of Liberia. And then I went to the Senate and went to the Committee on Foreign Relations and also presiding officer of the Senate. So I'm happy that I've been able to go through that. So today, that you've extended me this invitation, I hope we can look at the theses and the antithesis and give the Liberian people the opportunity to synthesize, to get from us what we have. So I've come to offer my take on issues. It may not be the right ones, but at least I will share what I think is important.
Where do you stand currently when it comes to political party and all of that? We recall during the midterm election in 2020, there was some kind of legal issues surrounding your candidacy and all of that, especially you were at the time part of the Coalition for Democratic Change. So where are you now politically?
Well, I would want to say I'm on the fence, but I'm giving my support to institutions
Okay.
around here to make sure that Liberia is better. What is important for me, uh, as you rightfully put it, in 2020 we had this situation where uh, my city, as senator from Maryland County and city,
Okay.
senator of the National Patriotic Party,
Okay.
was being challenged. And of course, they say I supported Joseph Boyka at that time, and so I didn't fit. But then I reminded them that this is ex post facto to start with, and on our constitution have the freedom of association, the freedom of speech, and so I could decide where I wanted to go. So technically, right now, I don't think it's the era of a political party. I think we should look at Liberia comprehensively and holistically and see what we can do to move our country forward. Um, there's so many things out there, Mecca and my dear brother, relative to where we are heading. And let me jump in. My position on the oration, the the 177 years, celebration, Dr. Rupter. I think we should be giving her an opportunity because look, the oration is about a debate. As we grow, there are issues that are supposed to be brought into the light, into the limelight, so that we can discuss it. I said to somebody the other day, I prefer to hear or contrary views from a pen pusher instead of a bullet pusher.
Okay. A pen pusher. Then a bullet pusher.
Than a bullet pusher. Let's take the situation that we have around us in Africa. ECOWAS. Today, you have Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, Guinea, and other countries, moving away from the ECOWAS and from the AU because they felt that France did not treat them well. And who's taking the blow? It's ECOWAS. It's ECOWAS. ECOWAS is on the verge of, I won't want to say collapse, disintegrating. I mean, it's too strong of a word, but she's being chastised by these countries because we refuse to speak to the truth. They felt that France wasn't delivering for them. And so everybody, especially the so-called intelligentsia, will always say hush. So today, what she spoke to was something that stimulated the debate. One, there are other things that she made mention of, but the only thing that caught the eyes and the ears
The
of
biggest
most
ally.
Liberians is that because talking about America is a taboo, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. We're in, we are 177 years, and I think there should be a dynamic shift, a paradigm shift in how the relation is culture is culture. Many Liberians, unfortunately, don't see where Liberia stand. Can you quantify, qualify how much Liberia has given the United States of America in regard to standing by her at the General Assembly on all issues? We're all asking questions. We've given a lot. We give a lot. If we say Liberians, and you can't say all Liberians are rogues, some Liberians are just And because when you characterize the whole country and just damn everybody in that category, it's unfair. So I think she spoke to issues that she spoke to issues about the Liberian flag,
Mm-hmm.
the national anthem, and
Mm-hmm.
other issues. It can be a taboo that the issue of the day should be hush, say nothing, and do nothing.
So the issue, some people who have been criticizing that particular portion of the speech is that he said um, America has taken more than they have given, and in a response to that, the U.S. embassy even mentioned that they are giving close to 163 million annually to support Liberia's budget and all of that. But people think to say that the America has taken more than what they are giving, that's the point of debate. What do you say to that particular part?
Look, the debate is simple. Look at the relationship. It took America 78 years to recognize Liberia after we declared independence in 1847. Okay? In 1847. We've grown with America over the years. Are we satisfied with what America has done for Liberia? Let me give you a typical ordinary man perspective. You can't come on the streets of Liberia or any Liberian coming behind this microphone and say China hasn't done anything for Liberia.
Mm.
You'll be cried down. Why? Because you can see infrastructure being done by the Chinese. When you come to the radio and say, "Oh, America hasn't," look, uh, I'm sorry I didn't have this ready for this morning.
Mm.
I wanted to play what William V. S. Tubman said in 1951.
Hmm.
In 1951, it's exactly what this girl reiterated.
Violent countries.
Yes, when William V. S. Tubman became president, he said, "I went to the Americans. I decided I will build infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
There were no areas that you could call the home of the government of Liberia.
Okay.
Ministries were in shanty quarters, ministry were in this. And at the end of the day, the Americans told us that they do not invest, they do not give loans to infrastructure. As a matter of fact, he called them colonials. And the colonials had this, they had that, but we had no solid structure. So I decided to build the executive mansion, to build a Capitol Hill,
Okay.
to build. And he went on naming the infrastructures that he built.
As a president.
And then was because when he was challenged as to why he was giving credence to South Africa, to Nelson Mandela at that time, who was called a rebel, he said, I will use the resources of Liberia for this liberation struggle. You have done nothing much for us, and I'll do because there is no law against how I spend my money except the Constitution of Liberia. When he said my money, he meant that of the United States of America. I mean that of the Republic of Liberia. And so what she said wasn't something new. It was something that was said earlier. And looking Liberia in this century, looking Liberia in what she wants to be, I think we need more. I wouldn't quantify what America has done for this country as nothing.
Is America responsible for most of our problems, man? I mean, yeah, the past concession agreements sometimes been signed. People disagreeing with lawmakers signing for 45K vehicle after 3 years and so forth. Is America responsible? Your own government official, they impose sanctions on some of them. Is America still responsible?
No, no, I wouldn't agree that America is solely responsible, but she's contributing to that. She's contributing to that, and she has contributed to that over the years. Between you and myself, I hate to go back to yesteryears and that debate between Congo country and what have you.
Mhm.
That debate was pronounced. Who children went to the United States of America for school? It took years after the emancipation of the hinterland, because before some of us were given an opportunity to go away. And the contributions should not be only to abstracts. the contribution to be something that can be quantified, that can be measured, that can be seen. Take, for example, I went on to China. I was chairman of the Senate Committee on Foreign Relations.
Okay.
I want to appreciate the fact that pro tempore Basanga File gave me an opportunity to go. That building, the Senate building that we are in right now, was built by the Chinese. Was built because we presented to the Chinese what we wanted. They could have given us money. They decided, I'll come down here and help build it for you. Today we're proud of it. That's the kind of intervention I think most Liberians want to see when they say they haven't gotten much. It's because they're not feeling it. Yeah, it's good to contribute that amount to the budget.
You say that whether the US claim they spend some 163 million annually, you mean these monies are spent in areas that you cannot see the visible results. Is that what you're saying? Like
That's
for
what I'm
example, you can
saying.
point to the ministerial complex,
Correct.
I think built by the Chinese government also.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so people will tell us, oh, they built for us the GFK. You know how the GFK got built. One of the things that we don't have the time to go through that today, but I can tell you definitely we know the story. We know how it came about. Okay? We know how much Liberia contributed to the building of that through the sale of iron ore and rubber to big institutions and establishments that are owned by the United States of America. Okay? We want to see, let me put it this way. I will be blunt. Today we are looking for money for the establishment of war and economic crimes court. Okay. And so you see the drive, the vigor, everybody want to see something done. I want to see something complementary. The same group or another group of Liberia should be driving the United States of America to provide $1 billion to help arrest the infrastructure deficit that we have in our country. We can look at things from only from one angle. We should be able to look at it from both sides. I want to see our country. I mean, after 100 and some years, 177 years, you think we are happy to where we are?
You both have been the oldest country in Africa.
Sure.
It's not a title you carry.
Yes.
And when you say the other world leaders, just looking at your Asian, but staying, looking the country in terms of infrastructure, we're still way back.
Yes, then we go back to the practical saying about it. If you have a child, you understand, if you have a son, and you send the son to school and he refuses to go to school, he boycotts, you will say, okay, let that guy have his own way. I would take my rod and go after him and beat him into going to school. That's exactly what we're talking about. And that's the kind of guidance I think Liberia needed. We were in our embryonic stage. As a matter of fact, we didn't gain independence, we declared independence. Some of the draconian laws that we have in our constitution, other places, is as a result of that. When our forefathers came back home after coming from, slavery, they placed certain things into our constitution to ensure that we were not bought again. This led us to having something there that states you must be of Negro descent to own property in the Republic of Liberia. It's there today. It's haunting us. We want to get it out of there. But how do we get it out of there after 100 some more years it's been there? And it has helped us in many cases. But if you ask me, should it go away? I said to an extent, not completely, but to an extent, we need to revisit some of the things. It's holding us down from development.
Senator Maras, you think Liberia should be taking some radical actions, especially in regards to their relationship with the U.S. that they have described over the time as special relationship, like the Guinea, the Mali, you mentioned the Burkina Faso, who believe that France is not doing enough, so they think they want to stay away. You think Liberia should be thinking in such direction now?
No, I don't think ours should be that radical. But we shouldn't stifle the debate. Give people an opportunity. As I said, it's better to debate these issues from the position of a pen pusher than debating it from the position of a bullet pusher. Right now, those are all military guys. This is what they say they want. And delegations are going from one country to another, but you haven't addressed the issue. They say they have an issue with France, and it's because of neglect over the years that we're not able to address it. So I'm saying, and I'm clear on this, we should look at infrastructure development in our country. It doesn't say to you that look at where the embassy is. Sometimes that road go bad off.
So you think the government should be looking in the face of Washington and tell them, well, it's great that you have this support for our country, but we want you to redirect it to what we want. Is that what you're saying?
But that's exactly what I'm saying. We should take a new direction. You go down now where we used to go to Barnesville. I live in Barnesville, coming from Freeport. What do people tell you? Say, oh, thank God to the Japanese.
The Japan Freeway.
Japanese freeway. They don't care to know, because that's where it comes down. It boils down to the yellow machine. Let me tell you something. You know the noise about?
Okay.
The noise is not about the yellow machine coming.
What is the noise about?
The noise is about because they didn't participate in the loot. The so-called bidding and who they go through, who the one that brought the money. No, there's a tendency in our country which is extremely bad. If it's not me, it shouldn't be you. To see our country for the first time.
No problem of our own country. We can't keep blaming the foreign people, man. Yes, I'm a bit confused. I'm listening up to you. And most of the buy agreement, the bar decision, no PPCC vetting, all of that, we are seeing we had a problem.
Yes, some Liberians are the problem. So do you punish all of Liberia because some Liberians are the problems? We need to correct it. And that's the correction I'm looking forward to. Not all Liberians are bad. But I can tell you, majority of the Liberian people suffer because of these issues. So do we just say, okay, the Liberia problem? It is a Liberia problem.
Why do you think people are questioning the yellow machine to you?
Because they want a cut. Look, for the first time in this country over many years, I am not supporting anything, but I'm being clear.
Okay.
After many years, a president can say, I will do this. I will bring some machines to help us. Because that problem in this place has always been roads. And those machines arrived. It has given to this country something that we lack over the years, credibility. They didn't ask us for money for it to come, but it's here. Let's make it correct. If there are processes that did not go on, let's correct those processes. But not to condemn it. I gave you another example. I was in the Liberian Senate. We were virtually forced to sign that Iboma agreement because we believed it will help us with the coastal roads.
Yes, the coastal.
So they blackmail some of us sign it on a
You sign it.
Yes,
there was no document, the read terms and conditions, all of it.
When we see one machine, we saw nothing, but we signed it. Today it's law. The only way we can get it from there is say we go back to the library, to the national legislature and reverse it.
You regret signing as a senator? You sign on behalf of Maryland?
Of course, I will regret signing to the event of history. Okay, if I made a mistake in that process, I must apologize to the Liberian people that I misled them. I signed something that I shouldn't have signed. If you're moving a pail of water from point A to point B, and during that process you spill water on somebody else, it's only fair to apologize to, not for yourself, but for the event of history.
So you're apologizing to the Liberian people today for signing the Iboma loan that did not materialize?
It's a battle. Okay. On behalf of people of Maryland County. Okay.
There's something they call majority.
Okay.
Majority
has signed already. And you guys were just few.
Already. Forget
Okay,
it. You're
okay.
part of that. Yama. Is it right? No, it's wrong. Look, I'm not hiding behind what the fact is. It wasn't right. We did it.
let's get to the bigger one. I'm taking our entire social media in terms of indictment. The president's stand on corruption. Ellen Johnson's leave, well, termed as a public enemy number one. Former President George has said we were going to fight it, and
In fact, you're going to end it.
you're going to end it. That didn't happen.
He's
And
ensuring that public resources do not enter in government officials'
pocket. Yes. Joseph Boyka, his stance on corruption. We've been seeing people indicted, going back and forth. What's his stance?
The first thing is that we can expect Joseph Boyka to do all, but the political will to do it is the most significant part of it. He has been able to harness the political will to address certain issues. You know, as I said to my friend the other day, you say witches are bad people. Witches are not good, right? Witches are all involved in. And so when you hunting witches, so what should be the problem?
The witch hunter.
The witch hunter.
Okay. So no wish, no wish.
Yeah. Everybody said witches are bad. Okay. And somebody has taken up the and said, look, I will hunt all the witches. Huh? And you say, no, I'm a witch. So if you do this, you hunt me. No, I don't look at it that way. I see it quite differently. There must be accountability at one point in time. And nobody should think that accountability is only here in Liberia. It's just that we are narrow to see the bigger picture. This is what it is. If you take over an institution, you take over a system, if you move forward, you need to know what you have. And that's the only way you can go forward.
Is it audit or bad thing? When you hear some people hear the announcement of audit, they feel like the worst thing is about to happen. I mean, to run a full audit.
You know, there are two kinds of audit: financial audit and system audit. Sometimes, as soon as we hear audit, we just think all is financial. I think some of the audit is system audit to see how did our system work over the past, so that we correct the system, so we don't have the same problems that we had yesterday. Do you understand?
Okay.
And so it's a system audit, and while a system audit is being taken on, and it hooks in some financial problems, we can hide away from it. I give you one typical example because I'm a diplomat, so I'm out there. In the United States of America today, Trump is being accused of taking money from Mohammed el-Sisi, the president of Egypt. And so it's been talked about, it's been exposed. But you know one thing? It's after 5 years, the statute of limitations sticks in. So you can talk about it, but you can't do anything about it.
You'll still contest.
You still contest. Because, of course, in Liberia also, we have a statute of limitation on financial issues. I don't want to be too exact as to the time it requires, but we need to talk about it. That some of them can go to court, some of them will not go to court.
Okay.
Because it's just to waste time, because the statute of limitation will step in and you can't do anything much about it. But the fact remains here is that we shouldn't be seeing an audit negatively. As soon as I say audit, you say, oh yeah, my hands. But if the cookie's job was by you, or in a room with you, and we come back and find that the cookies being missing from the jar, definitely who do we ask? You held the jar over the period, and that's how exactly it is. Perhaps the jar fell and broke. By explaining yourself to the competent authority that look, I didn't take
if you are indicted, doesn't mean you are guilty.
No, you're not.
But in general, Liberians don't understand. And once you indict the president,
And so I think this is a fair approach. We did that to the late Judy Bryant. I think you know Judy Bryant.
Yes, Judy Bryant, former interim president.
Right. Went to jail on some financial problem. We did that to
Charles Salif.
We did that to Weeks.
Milton Weeks, yes.
Double Harbor.
Poor little boy. I mean, I'm speaking in context when I mean poor. What's his name, man?
From where?
From Punch FM.
Patrick.
Owner was told his radio station will not open.
Kabina Jana was no due process.
Kabina Jana garbage. I mean, I've apologized to the event on history already.
Okay.
You want to apologize for that one too?
Okay.
Apologize.
Okay.
Listen, if we don't own all up to our mishaps, this country will not go forward. If we continue to live in a state of constant denial, you see the truth and you deny the truth. You've done it before, my dear brother. Let God bless you. Say sorry, and God will know that. But it took only thing sometimes. I like to be biblical. When the guy took the 7 pieces of silver to betray Christ,
Judas.
Judas realized that he did bad.
You want to return it?
He wanted to take all day.
He said no. But you had to hang yourself in the end.
Because people refused to take Judas 7 pieces, so he had to kill himself. So we don't have to reach that. We don't have to reach that stage to accept some of the problems we have in our country.
The president for the 8 months now. What's your impression so far? Just a human boycott, and some criticizing, some say, well, the old man is making progress. What's your own impression?
But before taking over the presidency, many said he was old, he was tired, he could not, have the energy to lead. Here we are.
No, I didn't think so. Because we were the group from the Senate that supported Joe Marka.
Okay.
We nominated him.
Oh, prior to the election?
Yeah, prior to this election, the first one, his first attempt.
Okay.
We were the ones who brought him forward.
Okay. Oh, those senators are signed?
Yeah.
Okay.
19
senators.
Yes. We introduced him. He didn't tell us that he was tired, he was this, and he was that, and he didn't have the competence to move. It's not true. It's not true. When you want to criticize, say the truth. And we took him around. But that's democracy. That's democracy. Mr. We are one. And we accepted it. We appreciate that. Mr. Walker waited.
But you were part of the coalition. How come? You?
I'm not part of that coalition.
Why you are not part of it? You are a founding member of the NPP.
Yes.
And later you went to that coalition. And I mean, you were.
That's where a problem started from.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where a problem started.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I said, look, I'm a member of the NPP. When I became member of the NPP, we're not part of anything you call coalition.
Okay.
All right. So you can't tie.
There was no document signed, nothing.
You can't tie me down to what is a coalition. As a matter of fact, we were even on the other side when the NPP decided that she would have, come together with
Congress.
to move forward. So there's nothing bad about it. But I was not a part. You understand?
Okay. Yes, you live. Go ahead. Okay. Yes. Truth 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. 96.1. Yes. Yes. Senator Damaraya.
Yes. Let's take a short break.
No, we'll do our in-house culture. I mean, yes. So meanwhile, these things happen normally, right? Yes, it's very important. He take the short break.
Yes. Yeah. So Senator Marias was, in fact. I think he has been in the NPP. I don't know whether he has.
That's where a problem started from.
I don't know whether he has ever been in any other political party. He has been in the NPP. The NPP went into the marriage with the Congress for Democratic Change and the LPDP, and then he had a different view. Yeah, but his party has gone into this marriage.
Yeah, that's where it started from.
So his heart and soul was not in the coalition.
Supporting Ambassador Boyka at that time for the presidency. Said, no, but we can be in the NPP giving our support to opposition. Now you're on the other end. Yes. So the man kept that, NPP kept that, and said, but then the next time you want to contest, you'll see if you're level the ticket.
Why he had a spirit with the NPP, he had a soul in the coalition.
Yes, great. Thank you. Go for that water break. I mean, yes, it's going to. Yeah, it was necessary because you're talking about one former ruling party, NPP.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And let me say this clearly. At the time the NPP decided to do the collaboration, some of us decided we're not going with the NPP.
Okay.
That leadership went. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons why I was denied my ticket in 2020. Can you imagine in 2011, I was on the ticket of the NPP.
Okay.
In 2020,
got denied.
The king, they went to court.
Hmm.
They carried to the court that I didn't vote for George Weah. I voted for Joe Biden.
Joseph Boycott.
So I shouldn't be on a ticket. I said, hey, gentlemen, what are you talking about? This is ex post facto. You can punish me for something that was not in existence. You can move me from my seat because we're not in existence at that particular point in time. So why do you do this? Anyway, uh, those are the learning curve. Those are the things that and I don't like to call it a wish hunt. It wasn't a wish hunt.
Okay.
All right.
What you went through is not a wish hunt. You never term it as a wish
I
hunt.
won't call it a wish hunt.
Okay.
Where I supported Joe Burger, and then the people say, why did I support Joe Burger? I wanted to. I was saying that on CDC ticket, so I might not be there. No, they're not wish hunt, but a happy.
That wish on there.
That
So
wish
you don't want other people to call other action wish on.
Yeah. So I leave it with God. I left it with God a long time. It's not wish hunt.
Yeah, let's be your rating. Your rating of the administration after 6 months.
7 months.
7 months.
Yeah, 7 months.
8 months. We got a lot to be done. This government came on to power on the bread and butter issues. No matter how far we go, where we go, until the Liberian people can see the demonstration of our government to deal with the bread and butter issue, we'll still have hitches along the road.
Okay.
I'm not doing a condemnation. I'm speaking to the truth. We need to go live faster. And I think the yellow machine was part of moving faster. Before, none of us believed we could travel from Maryland to Monrovia within a day. That is now possible, even during the rainy season. Don't quote me. Right. The superintendent of Maryland left Maryland 2 o'clock on Saturday. By 9:30, he was in Kanta.
Wow.
And the reason why he said it's still even longer because it's rainy and the road is slippery. So they had to be able to navigate the road better so that there'll be no accident.
Zopena even praised the road that could lay him problem with the CDC.
So it's a combination of improvement and more to be done. More to be done. I understand the president has said to his cabinet, if you think it's business as usual, you do this, when you go, you're not coming back.
You're not going to come back. No one going to beg for you.
Yeah, nobody's going to beg for you. But then let's be holistic. Let's be comprehensive. Meaning, we do it locally, nationally, and internationally. So we need to test some of our partners. It's not business as usual.
Maybe you start on the local scene, start with his cabinet, start from there.
So we're on the local scene, we're climbing. And as a diplomat, I would hasten to add here, it was unfortunate for the Charge affair to walk out of our program when our president was sitting there. Diplomatically, this is how it is done. You can write a diplomatic note contesting what was said, and a dialogue could be had. But walking out, first of all, let me make it clear. You didn't walk out on Niger or Rockton. You walk out on the Republic of Liberia. Even to make it worse, you own it. You own onto it by writing that statement the next day. We didn't ask you for a justification, but you gave a justification. I think it was diplomatically wrong.
Okay.
And that's when people say, there was this guy on your sister radio station on Truth, not Truth, okay. An activist who said, United States is the only country that tells our president, tell our government what to do, and we do. I think we need to shift. We have to tell our partners exactly what we want. Now, you don't have to be in government to be able to do that. Okay. I think it was an intellectual exercise that said so many things. As I said to you, went on to ask us to change our flags and change other things. That one and not plenty, but Big Brother got a problem. There was a joke on Liberia, and I said we need more than what we have been given. when Hitler,
Allah Hitler.
when Liberia declared war on Germany,
Germany was something laughable.
Liberia declared war on Germany only because of America.
With the population in terms of that
Not
time.
because of our partner.
What were you depending on your fight to declare
Not
war?
because of our partner. I
Okay.
mean, that's the sacrifice Liberia has made.
You was
in
used
the
as one of the
freedom
base and say yes,
Yeah,
declare
but
war.
that's the kind of support we've given the United States of America everywhere at the General Assembly, at the Security Council level. Liberia voted alongside. So if you quantify that, 133 million every year, that peanut. Yeah, we don't steal it. Let me add the other part of it.
Okay.
Yes,
They send and you take
yeah,
some
we can
too.
steal some.
Okay.
But does it commensurate to the allyship you're talking about? No. We owe these people 1 billion. We should be owing them $10 billion. Then you say, yeah, our partner, don't talk plenty. And as I always say, let them follow it. You know that we will eat some. So follow it and make sure that the infrastructure is done. The infrastructure deficit in Liberia is huge. There's no denying. Today, as we speak to you, there are no aircrafts flying within Liberia from counties to counties and what have you. The one that is here is owned by an NGO. It is a country of 177 years. Today, we're still talking about a budget that is it's not a billion, that is under $1 billion. You think we can do more than that? Yes, of course we can do more than that. If the infrastructure is improved, we make more money, we'll be able to share more with our people. We need to look at it from a different angle. Stop being touchy when people talk about other people. That's a dialogue. And I will stick by it. I know I won't have many friends, but I'm going to be clear.
Be clear, boy. Go ahead.
I don't think Niger was wrong. Yeah, it came from Tottenham too.
Okay.
It came from Tottenham. And maybe when we go to the portion where people are calling in, I will play the clip of Tottenham so that the Liberian people will hear.
If we'll make a change as a country, I keep asking them, where do we start from? The man who's riding the motorbike or the keke or on the top? Well, Liberia make a change.
If Liberia make a change, we need to start improving the lives of the people of Liberia, especially at the level. I have insisted, and I will say this here. I'm appealing to this government to consider the urban to rural migration pattern. Monrovia will remain Monrovia until we find a way for this migration to take place. Monrovia is about 1.2, 1.3 million people. It was built for 300,000 persons. How do you develop it? It's difficult. So we need to start developing the hinterland, developing a policy that will emphasize, I hate to say the hinterland, we order the hinterland, the rural areas, you understand? A policy that will see that shift, that the concentration and the focus will be looking at what we have as our resources. You go down to Maryland, you find Cavara Rubber Corporation, you find MOPP, you have GVL. You know where we're carrying our palm oil?
Ivory Coast.
Can we do better? Yes. We can look at the ports of Harper. And let me say this, since I'm not in government, we have some investors who arrived last night. Some will be arriving today that want to do a partnership with the Republic of Liberia and do the port of Harper.
The Harper port.
There has been an airport, the second international airport in Liberia, in Rocktown, in Maryland, sitting idle. Those guys are coming to take a look at it.
We're just looking at RIA. James Springfield is like, I don't want to say literally dead. Yes, but RIA as the oldest country, the last time, less than a year, Kotoka Airport is one of the airport that is holding the astronaut, the biggest plane in the world. I mean,
and the same group that did the Cotonou the port of Cotonou and the airport there are the same guys that have arrived in Liberia on strictly a private arrangement. We'll continue to push for Liberia. We want to see some changes.
If someone interest
Are
not,
you
if someone
involved
interest
with
not
that?
there, they're going to kick it off. Maybe then you be
Oh yeah,
disappointed.
Are you involved with that?
yes. Once an ambassador, forever an ambassador.
Okay.
I'm an ambassador for Liberia, not for an individual.
Any fear that this may not go through?
No, there's no fear because we'll be as honest as possible and given our experience, we'll make sure we do it the right way. I think what
I mean, for our own people here to sign it, to agree for
yes,
because
we'll make
investor
sure
can come, someone they can go back.
we will make sure because we incorporate it at this level before we even reach it to the president.
Okay.
Virtually everybody they are in. They will be talking to the vice president. They will be talking to the speaker of the House of Representatives.
Okay.
It's being led by my younger brother, Senator James Barney of Maryland.
Okay.
All right, he's part of it. He's making sure to attract the kind of investment that is necessary. Doesn't have to be a Liberia government alone saying it. We are the government.
Mm-hmm.
What we have is the worker is what we call the administration of Joseph Boyka.
And if that goes through, people,
okay.
Yes, if that goes through, people can also have jobs in Maryland. If that deal goes through, that's another room of having
sure.
employment.
That's the beginning. That's part of what we've been speaking to as the urban to rural migration. We need to leave Monrovia. There are too many of us in Monrovia that shouldn't be here. Yeah, well, you know, you can't put in a truck and just carry them
right there. Okay.
Gotta show them reason, and then this is the philosophy that I always use. I say, if we have the companies in, for example, I'll just use Maryland as an example, working perfectly, working not perfectly, but working normally, and just a friend sees a lady selling her plantain, and the plantain didn't finish last night, and she's so worried. And if that guy tells that lady, say, Oma, if you go Maryland, the company there, that planting here you're talking about, in 1 hour it will finish. You think she'll stay here? She'll pack up the next day and start to go. We have to attract our people back home by putting into place those establishments, those areas that are necessary for the growth and development of Liberia.
What specifically are you negotiating with these investors you just mentioned?
Sorry, boss man. Still I won't get in trouble. Going to talk
okay, yeah, you're supposed to say. Yeah?
So,
we're not working along with that.
As Senator H. Dan Marias, tell us, you served in the Liberian Senate for a long time. Yeah. What are some of the decisions? What are some of the things that you did that you shouldn't have done that you regret? You want to tell us, sir?
Well, you ask me what the one I did that correct too.
No,
let's start for the one.
I did both.
Okay.
I did both. Today, you have that structure where we are today in the Liberian Senate.
Did you win?
We built it. I went to China. I discussed with the Chinese government, honor the regime of, honor the opportunity given to me by Protem Fele. Okay. When I came back and I said it, people say, "Oh, small ball are you?" I say, "This has nothing to do with small ball. This is diplomacy." Today we have that structure. Okay, it's functioning. And when I came back, I brought 2 pickups. I mean, not 2 pickups, 2 buses.
Okay.
I didn't go to look for cars for ourselves. 2 buses. We gave one to the House of Representatives and one to the
Senate.
The Senate.
For the staffers.
Yes, to the staffers.
Okay.
2 buses. I mean, those are living stuff, but it's there. We work to see that structure across the road. That is there. One guy said, "Oh, you know, you didn't do it." Look, I invited the Shashi affair of the United States of America, of the
China,
the embassy, and I said to them, "This is inhumane. Our people cannot continue to stay in the ring, stand here in the morning, until in the evening." I was opting for them to go on the compound grounds in there.
Okay.
They explained to me why it was impossible, and then I agree with them. I said, yes. Everybody want an American. When the terrorists looking for people, that the first group they go for, and nobody want to see any mishap on their grounds. And so city we will do it across the road. All the Charlie speaking say that they do it that somebody else say hey, come on. They agree and they fund their aid through an institution, an NGO that they are partnering with. Second thing that we fought for, and that's the reason why it took me so long going to America, because there's no diplomatic reciprocity in what they do.
Okay.
I could stay at at my office at the Senate, and I would write a note to the Chinese embassy, to the French embassy, and to other embassies around. And on the basis of the position that I held, they will permit that person to obtain a visa. That can never happen to the United States of America. We've tried it, even to the point where they insisted that our lawmaker must go there. Well, you will say again, it's because of us. And sometimes, yes, it's true. We take people who are not people working in our offices and say they're working in our offices. So I showed them a way out of it. I said, if anybody is recommended here, ask them for the payroll number. That's the first check. If you don't have a payroll number, of course you're working here. You're working in the MS. Okay, that's the some of the, we can say, oh, I like to leave the good thing to history.
What the real bad one?
The real bow. The Igbo man, the first one he signed, just apologize. Cabina? You heard that? Okay.
They got somebody frisky today.
Was there an influence of it? Back then, Akara's great wrote on social media back then. If you today, you're not the next day.
Nobody. You know what I mean? Yeah? We were misled. And there's certain things I can say here as a diplomat on this radio.
Okay.
But I think it was bad.
You regret it?
I shouldn't have done it.
Illegally impeached Kabina.
No, I don't want to use. I don't want to.
There was no due process.
I don't want to qualify, but I just want to say, I think we were wrong.
We're wrong. But the legal people will say it was illegal. So
yeah,
you're a diplomat now, so you don't want to say
it. Diplomatically, I will use something. I will use another word.
Okay.
All right. So I think that was wrong. Some of the things that we were not able to do, we're not able to audit ourselves. We continue to receive so much money for things that we were not doing.
You didn't audit yourself.
Yeah.
You're saying something big this morning, though.
No, but that's the fact. I mean, I'm not saying anything big. I'm saying what is true.
You're not able to audit yourself. Despite receiving some funds, major ones.
Ourselves, and that was one of the regrets that we had. And I hope this time we'll be able to audit ourselves.
Do you foresee your audit or poor audit, not systematic one?
No, both audit.
Both audits?
Yeah, system audit and financial audit. We need to do both of them. And also we need to do something I think was also necessary at that time that we advocated for. We couldn't get going because of political reason. We wanted a physical audit, not a physical.
Physical audit.
Yeah, a physical audit.
Okay.
Hair count.
Hair counts.
To see who are working in our building.
Okay.
Unfortunately, while we were there, we were not able to do it.
So the latest information I've gotten, 300 ghost names at the Librarian Center currently. I just received prior to you coming. Yeah. You speaking of ghost names. I mean, so maybe there's something that have been existing long.
No, it's been a long time. It's been a long time.
Long time.
Long time.
I just saw the information, 300 ghost names.
Long time.
Wow. Anyway.
Long time. It's been a long time. But everything has a beginning. So it could be the beginning of the audit of the physical audit of the legislature. Because there are too many persons on our ground every day. You don't know who working there, who not working there, what they go there for. The too many of them there.
Yes, so we have just 8 minutes remaining.
Yeah,
So I think we'll
let's
use
do
this
the phone
time now
call.
to interact with the public.
Yeah.
So if you're just joining us, we'll have former Maryland County Senator Democrats here this morning. One of your kinsmen, Eric Jico, is following. I think Eric is in the USA. He's following this broadcast.
Maryland.
Yes.
Yeah, so the line to call, the male line is 0777-285-961.
And the female line exclusively 0770-202579. 0770-202579 exclusively for the females.
Good morning.
Good morning, let me say good morning to Marka, and let me say good morning to the former senator. This is Harry from way back when Harry coach. Let me appreciate the senator for the social this morning. I think it was say, much better when it comes to the engagement. But see, whatever how it is, you don't want to see, you want to give you call. Well, I think you're about to do an police.
Regarding the portfolio, now is a diplomat, so yeah.
Well, when I'm the diplomat, I'm the get okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. If you have a few milk call, let me know. Let's pick another milk call on the line. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Brian.
Please be audible, please, for our online viewer, those who view us online.
I just want to tell Senator thank you ever so much. And I want to say America is no you still exist in that way. In the sense like when you go to the American embassy, they are telling you that the fact we are a son. They're not even able to enforce system at all. So I do want to commend the honorable former senator for leading in that direction. And I want to tell you thank you for what you're going to do for Maryland County. And I want to say to this government, now I wish and I vote for today my president, Excellency President Marka. I want to say thank you to him.
Okay. Yes,
Let's see whether we have someone on the female line. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Lisa Benny Harrell from the International Center
Okay.
and thank you for being there with the round. I'm on Sunday, very fine listener, but we are just to talk.
Okay.
In fact, I wanted to call on our own another radio station.
All right.
So
Go ahead.
I want to say hi to
Wow.
I want to say hi to my big brother, who is you. I mean,
Your line is having some issue. Let me see this one. Good morning.
good morning.
Good morning.
Well, this is Short, right? Josie, coming from the Pink Center.
Okay.
Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning.
I know the new radio up there, right?
Yes.
How you doing?
How about you?
Yeah. Thank you very much. And I must say you articulated very well, especially to the speech of the moderator on the independence day. And thank you for also pushing for Maryland County. We pray that next election you'll be elected.
Okay.
No.
I'm not a picture going to end it. Leave out for your diploma. You can talk about what we're talking for you. Morning. Morning.
Morning. Go ahead.
Mary, go ahead. Just go ahead. He's listening. Thank you. Let's take two more calls. We'll use the next 3-4 minutes. Let's see if I can pick this person on the line. This call is coming through. This is the Breakfast Show 96.1, the Hot and Soul of Liberia. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Here in Marka. Good morning to the honorable senator. Let's get to let's proceed. It's welcoming or appreciative. That's one. You are admitting to the fact of things done to the past, to both good and bad, and whatsoever. We are applauding for that. But I'm already saying you can take from government certificates and I take to one year Marka so to play for us.
Okay.
With our standing with Marka, I think we cannot stand holding land. I'm telling to say, oh, what's that? I thought it was so few. But now we can stand by ourselves. We need it's a level of infrastructures for us and system where the control our home. The production, like most especially feeding, I was almost stable food whatsoever. Then we can have the guts.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Let me take this female caller. Should be the last caller.
Yes, the last
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Mm-hmm.
I am calling from Fender.
Okay.
I want to ask you guys and also that of two of you. Yeah, Maga and you. If I first heard that this wrong work out of our leaders, I share tears. There's a clear indication that they're ready. They don't respect us as a Liberian. So I want our leaders to have in mind that we don't have father, we don't have any other person. But we should depend on ourselves to develop our country. Let us leave the American alone because they don't respect us. You don't do that in America. Who does that? You working out of your leaders in Liberia. Who does that in America? So it's very maybe to share that the Americans they don't respect us as a Liberian. I stop there.
Okay. Stop there. Thank you. I like how you put it. I stop there. So it's a minute up to 10 o'clock on Madame Marias. Yes, we don't have much time, but you can use the next 3-4 minutes at least. You respond to the callers. Yes, let's see if we can get him live back on camera. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm good to go.
Let me play Tottenham.
You want to play?
How
you want to play for me? Hold on.
So
no,
I think you should.
No,
you should
Senator.
send it to
Yeah,
us. We'll play it another time.
yeah. Senator,
because
another time.
when you speak to issues, then you don't provide the evidence.
For protocol sake. For protocol sake.
Okay.
Yes, but that for protocol sake. WhatsApp it to please pause it, Senator. Yeah, you're a diplomat, so you have to listen.
Yes, I will listen. I hear you.
Yeah. So for protocol sake, we don't have much time. You can send it to Marka or you send it to me.
I'll send it to you.
Yes, no problem.
I think you heard his voice.
Yes, we listen to him.
We had nothing.
Nothing.
Look, there must be dignity once more. And during the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration, where we served initially, we developed our own, or that administration had its own diplomatic approach. And that was founded on what she referred to, or what we coin as development diplomacy.
Okay.
I hope the diplomats out there will also develop something for this administration so that we know the drive and which direction that we're going in.
Okay.
Again, I'm not going to blame solely everything that went wrong on Liberians and also solely on the United States of America. I'm saying within a new century, in a new administration, I think America should be considering giving Liberia $1.5 or $2 billion to enhance or halt the level of infrastructure deficit that we have. We need to do more than that. And lastly, I'd like to urge that we reconsider the urban to rural migration. And that urban to rural migration can only take place if the focus is on developing what we already have in the rural areas. There's some of the chicken shops and those things that are here in Monrovia. We should see how we can share it with the rural area so our people will follow it and go back home. Relative to whether we've done sufficient in the last 6 months, I said that we can do more. We've done a lot, and as I named them, but there's a need to do more. And when I say I think we need to, and I'm using the word we, though I'm a member of the MPP, when I say we, it's because we initiated the coming into being. as early as the time we're at the Senate. I think you know the 19 of us, the coming of Joe Barker. And I think it behoves he doesn't have to ask us to ensure that we do good.
Okay.
I think we all should rally around him. All of us who think this is a witch hunt, I think we need to give our justice system a chance. There are a lot of persons who have gone to courts and have been released and taken that stigma off them. So let's do what is good. Those who have the opportunity now to serve this government should realize they're serving for all of us. And when they go wrong, it means all of us will hide our faces. So I want to say thanks to all of you, even religiously listen to your show in the morning.
Okay.
To be able to hear what's going around Liberia. And sometimes you're very clear to it. You get the criticism, but I want you to continue to do the best you can. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Yes. Yes, the voice of Honorable Dan Mariah is closing us up on the Monday edition of the Truth Breakfast Show. Has been a wonderful serving breakfast since 7:30 this morning. This will come to the end of the TBS. Thanks for all of our radio stations. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, 7:30 on behalf of the entire team. Rachel listening. My name is Oni Roberts along with Marka. So until then, have a God bless Monday. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.